So you're gonna go in just like this, gonna sink in a little pec push, and then a body lean just like that, and then the client's gonna move it across. We're gonna force that scar tissue to come to us. This is internal slide. So essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna get set up just like this. And you don't need to be too compressive in here. All that's between you is some skin, some subcutaneous fat, and then the actual infraspinatus. And it doesn't need a lot of pressure. Now, the first thing you're gonna do is line that up just like that. Now my thumb is nice and lined up, and I wanna make sure my arm goes down into that vector. Then I'm going to go at a 45-degree angle just like this, and I'm gonna back that thumb up. And essentially, I'm going to sink and get my depth by just pushing very slightly with this opposite pec. That's going to get my depth. And then my tension is going to be a body lean across just like that. So what you'll see is essentially the pec gets that, and then my tension is going to be leaning away. And what I'm going to be doing is dropping my body towards the opposite way there. And you want to be at that 45-degree angle. So as we said here, the vector is very important here, and the setup is as well. See how I'm pointing away? It's almost like I'm going there. A lot of people come in too much here, and they're not going to get the correct motion. So the key is in that setup. So I'm here, I'm nice and crouched down in a good position, very strong in my legs. Then I get my depth with this push, and then my tension is leaning with my body. Go ahead, and I set it and let it come to me. And I force that to roll over. Now this area is very common for a lot of scar tissue. The problem is everyone is way too compressive. And if you're too compressive, you're not gonna get the right amount of depth and the right amount of tension, and you're not gonna break that down. But if you can set up properly and take the time to set up and make sure your mechanics are right, your elbow is lined up, it's gonna make for a much more effective treatment. It's actually gonna fix shoulder problems.